lock your doors, turn off the lights, and get ready for CipherNite's first ever Halloween special.
Oh God. Hello? Anybody there? Shut up.
Travis?
Yeah, who else would it be?
What are you doing here?
You were the one that got us in this mess.
I didn't do anything.
Of course you did. You always get us in this mess.
Can we just stop arguing and look for some lights, please?
Yeah, okay, sure. Look around.
I can't see
Freaking
that
black
much.
as shit in here.
I know. Ah! Did you do that?
No.
Ah. Holy crap!
What? Are you kidding me? Yeah, this definitely involves you.
What do you mean?
Is that a controller?
Yeah.
What the hell, dude?
And I'm chained too. Are you chained?
Yeah.
I didn't do it this time, man. Don't look at me like that.
Yeah, but whatever. Whoever did this to us wants us to be here.
Dude, I just wanted to do a YouTube video. Look around if you can find some clues. There has to be something.
Hey, dipwad, look behind you.
What are you talking? Does this guy think I'm stupid or something? By the way, make sure you subscribe, okay?
Who are you talking to?
What the fuck?
Kidding me?
Hey, Travis.
What? This definitely involves you, doesn't it?
We're in serious trouble.
Hello, CipherNite. I want to play a game. You're probably wondering why you're here. Well, I can assure you that all good things comes to those who wait. CipherNite, you have been wanting to be an inspiring YouTuber, reviewing games with retrospective and skits, hoping to be loved by millions. Well, you still haven't done my game. Your task is to complete my game in a matter of 7 hours, before the poison in your body runs through your veins and... well, I don't have to tell you.
I'm sorry, but why am I here again?
You're just an ass. However, if you choose not to complete this game, well, there is another chance of escaping. Look into the fridge next to you. You'll find a set of tools, although I believe you know which choice is more suitable.
Here.
The choice is yours, CipherNite. Let the games begin.
Back on October 29th of 2004, James Wan made his directional debut with Saw, which has become a legendary horror franchise, spanning multiple movies, including spin-offs, pre-sequels, and a pre-sequel intermediate sequel. With that, we got the introduction of Jigsaw and his companion Billy the Puppet. The first film I would classify more as a psychological thriller, with a solid plot I would say. However, as the years have gone by, the sequels have now focused more on the gory side of things, making the identity of this franchise more of a torture-porn movie. Now, around 2007, development actually started for the video game that was under Brash Entertainment. However, the publisher ended up shutting down, and so Konami decided to pick it up, and Zombie Studios went on to develop it. Konami was really invested into this franchise, as they originally wanted this to be a successor to their already critically acclaimed Silent Hill series, which I finally played Silent Hill 2 a few months ago, and holy crap, that was amazing. If you want to check it out, just go on the channel and feel free. I had a lot of fun making that video. Konami wanted this to be their next big hit in horror. However, it really didn't turn out that way, and the game basically faded into just a void of darkness. It did get a sequel later on, but we'll talk about that another time. The game actually takes place between the first and second movie, and actually has you play as Detective Tapp, who survived after being shot by Zepp at the end of the first movie. Apparently, the game is considered canon to an extent. How this game writes it in is after you're shot by Zepp, Tapp is actually kidnapped later by Jigsaw, and he is taken to an asylum with a reverse bear trap in his head. You then try to escape by performing different button combinations, which actually does feel very satisfying to do at first. And as you escape, you wander through the asylum trying to solve Jigsaw's puzzles. So what's the reason why Tapp is here? Well, it's due to his obsessive nature, just like in the first movie. See, the story here revolves on why Tapp infiltrated the warehouse without backup, and due to his rash decisions, that's what got Detective Sin killed. And so Tapp is then placed into the asylums to see all the people that he has affected that have been trying to pursue Jigsaw. Even Detective Sin's wife, who actually shows up in the game, I believe, for the first time ever, is there in the asylum blaming Tapp for what happened to her husband.
Didn't try. You think it doesn't eat at me every day? I can't change what happened. If I could have taken his place, I would have. I wish I was the one in the ground, not him.
Now, one of the cool things that this game does is introduce familiar faces. For example, you do see Obi in this game, you interact with him, and of course, the most popular one of all, Amanda is actually in this game, but it's voiced by somebody very familiar that I noticed, and I just couldn't stop thinking about them every time they spoke.
I'm okay, I know. Look, we have to play by his rules. I saw him. We're all here because of you, detective.
So yes, Jen Taylor is actually the voice of Amanda in this game, which is pretty awesome and a little weird hearing Jen Taylor in a different game other than Halo. But what really sells this game is the fact that the man himself, Tobin Bell, reprises his role as Jigsaw in this game, and he kills it. Every time Billy the Puppet shows up is a treat, because you get to hear Tobin Bell, John Kramer, just speaking, and it's just music to my ears, man. That man can do no wrong when it comes to Jigsaw.
You twisted your words to implicate Detective Tapp, to make the public suspect him to be me. The device you are strapped to will twist until your body is broken. To stop the device, you must complete the electrical circuit panel. If you do not complete the circuit in time, word Words will not be able to describe your agony.
Not only that, but the atmosphere in this game is really well done. The asylum looks like something that you would see in a Saw movie. It looks dirty, it looks grungy, and the sounds of people screaming for help as they're trying to escape their traps is impressive. The world feels really alive, and you can tell that they actually put in a lot of work into making you feel like you're actually part of the Saw movie. And so how are the traps in this game? Well, the traps look great. They look like something that would be in the Saw movies, and not only that, some of them look like prototypes that he uses later on in the other movies. But my goodness, these traps, when you have to solve them, majority of them suck. First of all, you're never giving a tutorial on how to do anything in this game. You're just thrown in it and just have to figure it out. And yeah, I would say that's pretty cool. I mean, it makes you feel like you're actually in the damn movie. One of the problems with the traps in this game is just when you lose it, yeah, you get to see a cool, pretty graphic cinematic scene. That's something that you would see from the films. The problem is that when you think that you're actually getting the hang of it, the trap changes. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. It makes you think like, oh, okay, I gotta figure out another way. But when you lose again and again and again, it becomes quite annoying.
Dude, hurry up! It's been 5 hours! We're losing time! Dude, I'm trying, but fuck, man. The puzzles in this game suck ass! Shit! By the way, comment down below, what is your favorite horror game? I'm very curious about that. Who are you talking to?
Now, the big intricate traps are in big set pieces in the game when you're about to complete the chapter. The rest of them get pretty repetitive as you're constantly switching valves and then turning on electrical panels. So then how's the gameplay? Well, it feels pretty stiff a lot of times and rather unresponsive. For the combat, you have a dodge mechanic, a light attack, and a heavy attack. Now you can pick up various weapons, but honestly, most of them are pretty useless, unless you have the revolver, which is a one-shot kill. Your fists, funny enough, are the best weapon in the game. I mean, in the final boss, when you fight the pig head, the game actually has you in the big sections to use traps against the pig head. However, once the boss fight starts, and if you stay in the same area, you can just beat the pig head by hitting it with your light attack repeatedly. Now, I mentioned earlier that this is a survival horror, so your weapons do deteriorate over time. I think you get around like 5 hits, but you can also craft items in Jigsaw's little crafting table, just like how you see in the movie, especially in the first one where tap and sing enter and you see all his contraptions. You can even set booby traps, which is pretty handy a lot of times. You can also be hit by those booby traps. Sometimes when you're walking around, you don't see the line and your head just gets blown off. Or when you open a door, the shotgun that actually got Detective Singh, if you don't press the command button, it will blow your head clean off. Now, this is the first Saw property that does not use the Hello Zep song, which is the iconic big reveal moment in a Saw movie. However, it does do something similar towards the end of the game, and honestly, the soundtrack is really not that bad. Now, as a Saw fan, you know that there's always a choice to be made at the end. Well, in the game is no different. Tap is giving a choice to go through 2 different doors. Each is painted in red, with one saying freedom and the other saying truth. And so picking one or the other determines Tap's fate. If you go through the truth door, Tap believes that he actually captured Jigsaw and brutally beat him, only for him to find out that it's actually Melissa, Detective Stin's wife, who then runs through a door trying to escape in and gets the same fate that her husband did, which causes Tap to go insane and sent to a mental institution, which actually has him believe that he's in a Jigsaw trap constantly. Now, if you go pick the freedom door, then you actually release everybody that's been trapped by Jigsaw and freeze them, including yourself, but you end up letting Jigsaw get away in the process. But in doing so, Tap is actually recognized as a hero. With his obsession, he can't really live through that and he wants to capture Jigsaw, and so he feels really frustrated and he basically ends himself in his own apartment, which is actually considered the canon ending. The game itself is rather captivating, especially with Tobin Bell in it. It really elevates the Saw experience even more. But with the stiff controls and the badly designed puzzles, it makes this 7-hour game feel longer than it really has to be. I do feel if the right people actually got their hands into this game, we probably would have gotten more Saw games, and I feel like it would work really well. Now, if you're looking to play this game, honestly, you can. It's not that bad, but it does have its issues that can really bog down the experience. This is mostly recommended to a hardcore Saw fan, and even then, that probably will push some people away from it. But with its scarce availability, it's really hard for me to fully recommend this game. It is fun, but man, some of those puzzles really had me question my life choices.
Okay, then. I beat the game. Yeah, but nothing's happening. Why is nothing happening? It's supposed to be free. What the hell's going on? Hey, yo, Jigsaw, what's going on? Screw this! Ah! Ah! Travis, what are you doing? No, stop! Travis, stop! Please, stop!
Alright, boys, what did I miss? Whoa, shit. He actually did it. Damn. Well, I better get going.
I hate you! Dennis? You're alive?
Even after all this time, you two are still floundering about. You see, CipherNite, you thought the game started when you entered this building? No. It started that day you grabbed me under that walkway, and you handed me that $5. See, you pegged me for the idiot, so I figured I'd play the part. Do you like how the game went? I quite enjoyed it. See, Travis here, I said all things good come to those who wait. Obviously, he didn't do too much waiting. But that doesn't make you any better. You were taking pictures of him without him even knowing.
That was you? I needed something for the thumbnail of the video! Why'd you come?
Alright, gentlemen. I love me a good game, but I must make my leave. And, one thing, CipherNite.
Dennis, please. I beat the game, please, I'm sorry! Dennis, please don't leave me, I beat your game!
Fortunately for you, game over.
Please, no!